Parenting sucks sometimes. It's not like you see on TV. It's not like you see on Pinterest. And it's not what the perfect Facebook moms try to make it seem. Kids are loud. Kids break things. Kids always make messes. On Kids for Sale, we explore the reality of being parents. The parts that aren't fun. The parts that nobody wants to admit to each other. Because being a parent is hard. And sometimes the only thing that makes it easier is hearing how bad it sucks for someone else. So join us on Kids for Sale every other Friday on the Journey into Comics Network. The following Journey into Comics.
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 Network. Production.
Fuck you, Eric.
Warning, Podcastrophe imminent. This is Podcastrophe with Dick and Tyler, and we're coming at you with a fistful of heritage on a podcast where anything goes and there are no safe spaces. This is Podcastrophe.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Podcastrophe episode 53. I'm your host, Dick, and with me today, as always, is my co-host.
We be here. This me, Tyler.
Yee.
I just want to apologize ahead of time. Because number one, we're doing an episode out of order. But number two, we're both exhausted.
You look a little more exhausted than me.
Well, now I'm on... So I've been on the casting couch for an hour now. And that drains you. And then I've got this super comfy pillow that I'm leaning on. And it's like, man, I could take a hell of a snooze right here.
That's like one of those gel fucking memory foam. It's both.
Both.
It's both. I got that from Brookstone.
Fucking both.
You ever been to a Brookstone store?
No.
Oh my god. I call it the fancy people store. Because it's just full of just nonsense that only fucking rich, stupid fucks would get.
I need to buy this hat for my Roomba.
Honestly.
Episode
title, Hat for a Roomba.
This Roomba attachment could make me an omelet while it vacuums in the morning. Why would I not buy this?
Seriously, sometime, either go to a Brookstone or check out the website, because you will see all manners of shit that you don't need.
Okay.
And I mean, I got 2 of those pillows just because they're so fucking comfortable.
I bet they're hot, though.
Nope.
Memory foam pillows are hot, man. Memory foam is not a good design.
That's what the gel's for.
Yeah, but it's gotta be good gel.
The best gel.
All of the gel.
All of the gel. No, Brookstone's, it's pretty cool. I mean, it's one of those places that it was like one of the first places that really sold drones and shit.
Okay. So it's like Sharper Image.
Yes, honestly.
Gotcha.
It's Sharper Image to a T. I mean, it had those. That was the first place I saw the whiskey cubes.
Yeah, because you know that's what Sharper Image is. It's the fuck you money store.
Yes.
I think I'm gonna buy all these attachments for my furniture in my house that will give you a shiatsu massage.
You see those massage chairs at the mall? Yeah, you can just buy one for yourself.
Yeah.
And that's just all it does. It's not just a chair; it's a massage chair. So if you sit in it, you're just gonna get a massage.
Yeah, it doesn't even recline.
There's no purpose. But yeah, we're doing this on an irregular day. We're doing this on a Monday at 2 o'clock. Normally we're Tuesday at 5:30 or 6 o'clock. But it's Labor Day, and you can't do tomorrow.
Yeah, I have orientation because I'm an adult college student. And it was going to be Wednesday. And now they moved it to Tuesday.
Yeah.
So I kind of got screwed a little bit, but
But like we had made plans to come here, hang out, get some shit set up, and I was like,
possibly take a nap.
yeah, possibly take a nap together, and then
I wasn't going to correct you because you weren't wrong.
and then I was just like, why don't we just go ahead and record a quick episode? There's no reason we shouldn't, or we can't.
Right.
So, yeah.
And we're winding down our 3-day weekend,
Yeah.
so this is a good time to do the episode anyway.
Brandon says we are so laboring right now. We're laboring hard
Oh no.
on Labor Day.
Oh no. I have to leave.
Yes, Brandon, we are laboring hard. I worked today. By worked, I mean I went in, found out I didn't have to work, and then sat at a desk for 4 hours. Hung out with Matt Klaus.
How's that?
It was fun. He's a robot tech now. He's a lot happier.
He's a robot tech now.
Yes. For Surfacer. Surfacer booth, so he literally doesn't have to do anything.
Nice, good for him.
Except for today. Today, the Surfacer, while we were waiting for them to find something for us to do, the water deluge in the Surfacer booth just went off and completely drenched the booth in water. So they had to dry the robots off, which I got out of because I don't have lockout tagout.
Nice.
I don't know how many times not having lockout tagout has saved my ass from having to do things. This is probably the third or fourth time. Not just like, yeah. So I made triple time today for 4 hours just sitting at a desk, hoping against all hope that my phone gets signal in one of the random spots I place it.
That's that 30% coming on strong.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Mm.
But we started out the weekend pretty awesome.
We did.
We went and saw a concert. Unfortunately, we got there a little late and missed one of the main bands we were there to see,
Indeed.
which was Bad Wolves. However, we saw nothing more.
I was more than impressed.
Was that your first time seeing them?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just bummed you went to go get popcorn during...
While he was doing his dubstep breakdown.
While he was doing his, like, fucking... Their singer, Johnny Hawkins, does this fucking... He gets on his little... He's got, like, a little drum rack that transforms and elevates itself, like, 10, 15 feet in the air, and it just turns into this dubstep machine where it's literally just levers and cranks, and he is, like, going fucking nuts on this thing. Just
it's like
dubstep.
it's a dubstep bop it.
Yeah, honestly.
Bop it, spin it, pull it,
Like,
boing.
if you keep talking about it, I'll try to find a video of it.
Well, so like right we did. There was like a little bit of a lull in the performance. So Skylar and I were like, okay, we're gonna go get our refreshments like right now because this is the perfect time. And as soon as we go, like one of my favorite songs from their first couple of the albums comes on, and I can hear it. I can hear it well enough that I was okay. I wasn't like, all right, let's turn back. And then, like as soon as that song finishes, is when this starts, and we miss the whole thing.
Check this out. I also might want to add that this guy is just fucking ripped. He's
Yeah.
just jacked.
And he doesn't wear shoes on stage. Skylar was worried the whole time that he was going to stub his toe. That's what she told me yesterday.
Oh, that's great.
I'm really upset I missed this.
That's so cool.
Do you wish we had one of those? I wish we had one.
I want to get a room big enough to fit it while we podcast,
Right.
and then just have a guy just standing on in the background.
There goes
the whole
Tyler
time.
climbing up on the dubstep machine.
I would and I would hire my friend Ethan Henderson, who just popped up in the chat. I would hire him to just to stand there, and if we ever like just for zingers, just crank one of the things.
Wow.
Yeah, that's wow. I literally searched nothing more dubstep machine. Did not disappoint me.
But yeah, for sure. I mean, Nothing More is probably my favorite new band to come out in the last 5 years or so. I've followed every album that they've come out with and enjoyed every album so far. Mm-hmm. And, you know, they took a moment during their performance to say, or to thank everybody that was in the crowd because, you know, not just thanks to the fans for being interested in their music. I mean, obviously they have to be good enough to get nominated for Grammys, but,
Yeah.
you know, they got nominated for 4 Grammys, I think. 4 or 5 Grammys. That's pretty fucking baller for a fairly new band,
Mm-hmm.
you know? Especially they're in a tough genre of music.
Yeah. And they no one sounds like them.
Definitely not vocally.
No. Yeah, they were good. That was my second time seeing them. I saw them earlier this year with Papa Roach, and I got to see them a little closer then. It was roughly the same set list, just different order.
Right.
And then, yeah, so I got to see the dubstep machine a little closer. That was definitely took me by surprise the first time I saw them.
I think later on in the tour that they're doing right now, they actually hop off of this tour and then join 3 Days Grace touring through Canada, which I think is pretty cool. You know, they're popular enough now that other successful bands want them to tour with them.
Yes.
Which, you know, is a good confidence booster, especially for somebody that's fairly new. I mean, they're not headlining their own tours as much as I would like them to be.
Right.
For me, they're kind of like Shinedown 2.0. You know, they kind of came in, broke into the scene kind of the same way. They had one really popular single, that then another single and another single, and they just, you know, they keep getting more airtime.
Yeah.
And now their albums have all sold very well, so I enjoyed their performance.
It looks like, for whatever reason, why is my shit not recording? Maybe it is. It's just, I don't know.
Neither one of us recording?
Yours is recording. Oh, man.
What?
I swear, if it's not recording me, like, it's popping up that I'm being recorded. It's coming,
Yeah.
oh, there's a thing right there. Huh. Interesting. I'm gonna look at the levels real quick. Maybe I got turned down. I did get turned down. That's why. And now I'm here.
Hey.
I forgot that I turned my gain down, so I'm awesome. Yeah.
Why does this happen to us?
I don't know. Hopefully the room mic picked up enough of the intro and all my chattering. That sucks. Oh well. This is podcasting, folks.
We're only human.
Only woman. We need to get those guys back on here.
Yeah, we do.
Say that a million times.
We're all busy people, man.
Anyway,
We're just busy people.
so after Nothing More came Breaking Benjamin.
Very disappointed.
You were disappointed in that?
Absolutely disappointed.
You didn't enjoy
Skylar was also disappointed.
Really? You didn't enjoy it at all?
No. I enjoyed the overall performance, but it was very, very easy to see very quickly that Burnley was struggling.
Yeah, I agree.
And that took a little bit away from it for me because, you know, his vocals are why normally for me the vocals are why I fall in love with a band.
Yes.
And then I learn to love the instrumental stuff.
Mm-hmm.
There's been very few times where I'm like, man, I really dig the instrumental, but I don't care for the vocals, and I still follow a band. The vocals have to be there for me. And I've always loved his style, and, you know, obviously that guy knows how to fucking lay down some lyrics. I mean, the guy is so terrified of flying that they've only done 2 European tours, and both times they took a boat across the ocean because the motherfucker will not fly.
Yeah.
Will not do it.
Yeah.
Will not get in a car unless it's life or death. Like, the guy is so terrified of dying that he won't do anything. And on top of that, he's a hypochondriac, too. You know, he's a diagnosed hypochondriac.
Yeah.
And then, you know, the cool thing that I didn't realize, you know, I knew most of that stuff, but I didn't know that he was a recovering alcoholic.
I think I knew that.
Yeah, I did not, like, he almost drank himself to death a couple times.
Yeah.
Which, you know, like Skylar and I were talking yesterday, seems to be a reoccurring theme with performing artists.
Yeah.
She's just now picking up on that, apparently. But I read an article that he wrote, I think in 2015, that said he just kind of woke up one day and, you know, he was kind of going over all of the phobias and stuff that he has and, like, social anxiety and all the stuff that he has to deal with on a mental basis from day to day. And he's just like, you know what? I don't want to drink myself to death because that just goes along with my fear of dying in a plane crash and everything else. So he just decided to quit. He just said, "Hey, I'm done drinking," which is pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely.
Not many people can say that they just woke up one day and decided, "I'm not going to drink anymore." You know, normally it takes a lot more than that. I mean, there's another front man that we're going to talk about here in a minute that was pronounced dead for 3 minutes because of alcohol.
I forgot to mention the sign language interpreter.
Oh
during
my god,
Nothing
we were
More.
talking about that yesterday.
Skylar just brought it up in the chat.
So we were on our way to Cincinnati yesterday, and I had Nothing More's new album on, because like I said, it's one of my favorite new bands. So we were jamming, and she started giggling, and I said, what's the matter? You don't like this? And she goes, no, I just can't get that sign language interpreter out of my head. And then as soon as she said that, the rest of the album, that's the only thing I could think about. Was that fucking sign language interpreter just getting it.
Yeah, it's because during the musical break, she was like doing the air instruments too.
Mm-hmm. So we kind of posted up right behind like the handicap section at Klipsch Ruhoff Home Mortgage Wireless Deer Creek Center for Performing Arts and stuff.
Who can't read really well.
Who can't read well.
Really good.
Really good. But there was a I'm going to say late 50s, early 60s age sign language interpreter, which I thought that was really cool to see, because I've never seen a sign language interpreter at a concert before.
Same. It wasn't until like a couple months ago when the whole like Lamb of God sign language interpreter thing happened over the internet, and everybody went nuts over that.
But I was really, really impressed to see the amount of effort and emotion that she was putting into her performance, because that's an important job.
Yeah.
You know, the people that need that are paying money to experience the same thing that all the rest of us are. And she was probably doing a better job of giving them that experience than the actual band was for us. You know, because she was fucking getting it.
Yeah, she was.
And you could tell it wasn't like just the way, because there was a couple times that like the deaf gal that was having the sign language interpreter, that actually had the interpreter for her, she would stop the interpreter like mid-performance, and they would have a conversation because I was watching them, and you could see the amount of like genuine joy that the interpreter had for what she was doing for that small group of people.
Yeah.
You know, she was there for a good cause, and like I've seen it before where interpreters are like, I'm just going through the motions, like I'm basically pantomiming what's happening, and that's always kind of bothered me. But this fucking gal, I obviously didn't get her name or anything, but fucking shout out, props to you, because you did a good thing.
Skylar says, between her and the main guy with no shoes, it was really hard to pay attention to nothing more.
Yeah, that's what I said. She was worried he was going to stub his toe. Like, that's all. I said, so you weren't distracted by his chiseled bod? She goes, no. It was his shoe. He wasn't wearing any shoes. I thought he was going to stub his toe. Like,
He does this every day, Skylar.
That's my
He's
wife,
a professional.
well,
He does this for a living, goddammit.
she's probably got a little PTSD because of how much I stub my toe in my fucking house. Like, just between kids' toys and then
the rage.
Rage and odd layout of my house. I'm just constantly fucking shit plowing my feet into stuff. So, I mean, you take that for what it's worth, but...
No, I really enjoyed Breaking Benjamin. You know, this is my second time seeing him, still in the same venue, so, like, the experience was almost identical. And, like, I was kind of calling things out, like, as they were going to happen. I was like, oh, yeah, at some point, like, this other singer sings this song off of Phobia, and then he ended up singing a different song off of We Are Not Alone. But, and then their other singer, or their bass player, sang a song.
Yep. Also did a fantastic job.
Yeah, both of them. And the crazy thing is, you can't even tell that it's not Benjamin when they sang.
The bass player had definitely had a different style, I would say, but the guitarist was no different. I mean, if I had a blindfold on, I thought that would have.
Yeah.
I 100% would have thought that was Burnley.
And you were just in awe of the other guitarist.
Oh, the fucking
The guy with the beard.
The guy with the beard and the fucking giant biceps. Yeah, he was a stud.
Yeah, you're like, I want his beard. I want to touch his beard.
I want to be him.
I want to be him. He's like me if I was hot, or whatever you said.
Well, I said that, and I'm pretty sure I said awesome at one point. I said a lot of things.
Yeah, he was completely in love, completely enamored.
But the performance was really good. I mean, like I said, you could obviously tell that Burnley was struggling a little bit, but that just goes to show how awesome the rest of his bandmates are, because they stepped up and helped out, you know, when he needed it. And he kind of saved himself for the last, I would say, 4 or 5 songs anyway, it kind of seemed.
Yeah. I mean, not to mention they have the whole, like, 10, 15-minute long interlude where they started with the Imperial March and moved on to several other covers, including Schism, Walk by Pantera.
Man, I wish they would have done more Tool.
Yeah, that was awesome. What else? They did Smells Like Teen Spirit.
Yeah.
I feel like there was another one in there, but it was fun. It was a lot of fun.
But, you know, and then they ended their performance with bringing all the kids up on stage, which was really cool. I mean, Burnley's a really fucking weird guy, and he talks like a fucking Jersey stooge.
Not even a Jersey stooge, just a stooge.
Yeah, just
like,
a stooge.
He talked a lot more last time I saw him, and it was, like, this time around, he was just talking normal. Like, he wasn't nearly as stoogey.
Really?
Yeah, like last time he was like, "What's up, everybody? We are Breaking Benjamin." Like, he was super douchey last time.
That would have ruined it for me.
He was super douchey last time.
I was really excited to see him.
Yeah,
you know, that's one band that I've wanted to see for years. I had an opportunity to see him back in like 2008 with 3 Days Grace. They were touring with 3 Days Grace.
Ooh, that would have been real good.
And that would have, but unfortunately, I ended up not being able to go to that concert. So I've always been really butthurt that I missed that. So now, you know, I would love to see them again, because, I mean, like, especially with Bad Wolves, we're going to go out of our way to fucking track down Bad Wolves and see Bad Wolves the next couple years, because that's a band, you know, that's come out the last year and a half that we really want to succeed. You and I specifically really want that band to succeed. So if Breaking Benjamin fucking cruises through anywhere close to Indiana in the near future, I will be at that show. Because there's no reason to say that. I mean, I pointed out that he was struggling.
Yeah.
I'm not just going to say, well, the fucking performance sucked. I don't want to see him again. That's one of my favorite bands of all time. So
I definitely want to see Bad Wolves, and as you were saying, I definitely want them to succeed because, you know, they all come from, every member of that band comes from a different band that's no longer a band.
Right.
I mean, well, except for the drummer, he came from Devil Driver, and they're still a band. But,
Right.
you know, they all came from a different band, and I don't know where I was going with that thought.
They're a supergroup that's not a shitty supergroup.
Yeah.
I think is what you're ultimately trying to get at.
I think they all deserve success. I mean, especially, like, God Forbid, their guitarist, he was in a band called God Forbid. And great band, great metalcore band. There are very few metal bands with African Americans in them, let alone the almost entire lineup is African American.
Right.
And so, so it's just not that there's anything wrong with it, but, like, it's just unheard of.
I got stung by, not to change the subject, but a quick thought. I got stung by a fucking bee today.
She said you stepped on bees.
I didn't step on bees. I got out of my truck and I, like, raked my foot through the grass, and a fucking bee stung me right here.
That's...
Like, right on the fucking cusp.
How's that feel right now?
It fucking hurts still. Because I'm thinking about it right now.
Ooh.
But luckily, my foot didn't swell up and my throat didn't swell up and I didn't die. So, I've escaped death yet again. I don't know how, but it fucking hurt. That little bastard fucking stung me and I stomped it to death. Get the fuck out of my life, bee.
You ever been stung by a hornet?
Yeah.
That's not fun.
No.
Ugh.
I'm actually allergic to bees because I got stung like 210 times by yellow jackets. We'll get to that story after the concert.
Attack of the Yawns.
So we were really butthurt or really disappointed that we missed Bad Wolves. We kind of got a shock when Five Finger Death Punch came out on the stage, and Tommy Vex was the frontman temporarily.
Yeah, he comes out, and I was like, oh, shit.
He's a beefy boy.
Yes, he's a big guy. And, you know, he killed it right out the gate. He killed that song. Like, Lift Me Up, which is was the first single off of Wrong Side of Heaven, Righteous Side of Hell, Part 1, and featuring Rob Halford. And so he did Ivan's part right out the gate. And holy shit, I was just like, what the fuck? Did Ivan fuck up again?
At first, when they started the song, I couldn't tell the difference. Like, just right at first. And then as soon as I saw him, it was like, okay.
As soon as I saw him,
that's obviously not Ivan's vocals. But, you know, you and I had this debate a couple months ago that say Ivan or they're at a crossroads and Tommy is willing to do two projects at the same time, do Five Finger Death Punch and do Bad Wolves, and Ivan is fucking up. And they have to choose, the band has to choose between Ivan and Tommy. I personally said that I would go with Tommy.
Yeah.
I think Tommy has more upside. You know, I love Ivan's vocals, don't get me wrong. But I think Tommy can do everything that Ivan can do, if not better.
Yeah.
Personally, that's my opinion. But we were really surprised to see Ivan come out in almost Juggalo-esque attire.
Oh, Jesus
which I was
Christ.
a little bit disappointed
That
in
was
him.
so bad.
But you know, they kind of finished the song out together, and then, you know, Tommy didn't say anything. He just left the stage, and Ivan kind of, throughout the rest of the show, you know, gave a lot of praise to Tommy, which I thought was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because they had their little feud obviously.
It wasn't much of a feud. It was just Tommy filled in for Ivan. I wanted to call him Phil for some reason.
Well, Ivan took it as Tommy stepping on his dick.
Yeah, because
Like, this is my shit.
Because Tommy allegedly said he was the singer for Five Finger Death Punch.
Allegedly.
So,
And that's why I called it a mini feud.
yeah,
Just because there was some controversy there.
but yeah, he talked about that quite a bit. You know, Ivan's always been pretty good with the crowd in terms of, like, you know, talking to us.
Stage presence.
His stage presence and just talking to us. And he's been known to be kind of goofy here and there, but he was really, like, goofy this time around. I was like, what is going on with this guy?
I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
I
I know.
enjoyed
His
everything that he
banter
did.
was a little over the top at times, but it's nothing he hasn't ever done before.
Right.
Overall, like, the entire did you hear him, like, go out of pitch a couple times?
Mm-hmm.
There was, like, once or and it wasn't, like, really, he didn't mess up any actual parts in songs, but it was just, like, these little extra things he would try to do, and he went out, and I'm like, gah.
Yeah, like, I mean, you and I have talked about it before, like, what you were saying Scott Stapp was doing with fucking What If. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm not a big fan of frontmen doing that with bands. I mean, if you want to throw a fucking extra guitar solo in there, as long as it's a good one, fucking throw it in there. But I personally don't like it when artists ad-lib their songs. Or try and fucking riff their songs. We are paying to hear you sing me the song that I like.
I don't mind it if they ad-lib some things, but like, sometimes it's a bit too much, and as long as you do it tastefully.
What if? What if? What if?
Oh no, that's the actual song. What Scott Stapp did, he goes, what if I?
That's what I was getting at.
I'm like, I almost want to pull it up because it's so
Please
bad.
Don't. I don't want you to ruin Creed for me, because that will ruin Creed for me.
Yeah, it would.
But no, I'm not going to say that. I mean, one of the guys that I work with said, well, once you see Five Finger, you won't really need to ever see him again.
Oh, bullshit. Well, at this point, yeah. But back in the day, no, I wanted to see them as many times as I could because they were, like, when they were newer. First time I saw them, they were still on Way of the Fist.
Mm-hmm.
And then next time I saw them was a year later, and War is the Answer just came out. So I saw them side stage at Mayhem Festival. Awesome. Fucking awesome. And then next time I saw them was some small club in Chicago with OTEP and Shadows Fall.
Ooh, cool. That's a good lineup.
And 2 Cents. That was the concert that really killed it for me with OTEP. They just came out with a new album, Smash the Control Machine, I think. And I wasn't a big fan of that. And then I saw them live, and it was just OTEP Shemaya, their singer. She was just weird as fuck, and I just was not into it. She just kept spewing, like, all this poetry shit in between songs, and I wasn't into it. I was there for a metal show, not some fucking poetry read-off.
Right.
And then Ivan comes out for Five Finger Death Punch, and he's in a bulletproof vest. It says Dick on the side for the name tag, and he is just fucking going full force the whole show. Coming off War is the Answer, I was like, fuck. Fuck. And next time I saw them was at main stage at Mayhem again. But like I said, they were main stage this time, so they were farther away. Didn't quite get the same experience. Next time I saw them after that was Trespass America Festival in Fort Wayne at the Coliseum. And that was a little closer. That had Battlecross, which I missed. That would have been my first time seeing Battlecross, but I missed them. God Forbid, Emir, Pop Evil.
How was Pop Evil? Mediocre? Just like they are?
Yeah. Killswitch Engage. That was my first time seeing Killswitch. Trivium. And then Five Finger Death Punch. And that was a fantastic show. I got Chris Cale to shake his beard at me. That was before the dread beard. Nice. that was when it was just a full-on fucking beard. Yeah, and then I saw them one other time after that, again, main stage at Mayhem, and that was at Wrong Side of Heaven. The first CD came out. And that was a decent show. That was the first time I'd seen them on main stage and actually enjoyed it. But this time, they have come out with 2 CDs since, technically 3 CDs since the last time I saw them. Mm-hmm. One of those CDs was Got Your Six, and it was just absolute garbage.
Hot garbage. Not
Hot
just garbage.
Did you hear those
garbage.
idiots behind us trying to get them to play Got Your Six, the song?
Yeah.
I was like, you guys are fucking idiots if you actually enjoyed that fucking album. Which a lot of people would argue, a lot of people I'm friends with would argue that I'm a fucking idiot for even liking Five Finger Death Punch in the first place. I believe someone called it butt rock. And that's why the episode title today is Butt Rocked. Which is fine. I'm okay with it. I enjoyed Five Finger Death Punch. I apparently enjoyed Butt Rock, so
I like the performance.
Yeah.
I thought they did a good job.
It was a really good time.
It was really humbling when Ivan was talking about his all of the mistakes that he's made. The camera kind of fucking zoomed in on his face, and there was
there's a tear.
There was one tear, 1970s Indian commercial style. But you could tell, at least hopefully, that he's kind of learned from his mistakes and he wants to continue to be a successful musician and take care of his family. And what I really appreciated, his stage presence was a little bit over the top, especially with the Juggalo type outfit, which I just can't tolerate.
No.
His interactions with the crowd, you could tell that aspect of it was very humble. He brought a cancer survivor out on the stage that had just had surgery a couple days before that. And he made that kid stand up center stage on his little podium for 2.5 songs, 3 songs?
It was just one song.
No, it was longer than that.
It was one song.
More than one song.
It was Remember Everything.
No, but he was on the stage for more than one song, is what I'm saying. He was only on the podium for one song. Okay. So, he highlighted this kid and all of his troubles for the entire crowd, and then the entire crowd was, participating in the song. And that, I didn't really watch Ivan during that song. I just watched that kid, and that kid was like, I don't know what to fucking do up here, but this is awesome.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
Yeah. And he had one of the bats in his hand.
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't know if I should hit someone with this or or what, but, it was really cool. Their pyrotechnics were fucking badass.
Yeah. Yeah, their stage setup was pretty awesome.
There was a couple times that, I don't know if you could, but I could fucking feel the heat from where I was at.
Yeah, there was a few times.
So, that's some pretty strong pyro. Because we weren't close by any means.
No, I remember they used to bring kids up on the stage all the time. I think during Bad Company or one of the other songs, and he would ask the kids to put up the middle finger and all that, and because it's a metal show. And I had a friend, Cody, which is hilarious because he liked them until that point, till he saw them live doing that.
Really?
Yeah, but which is hilarious because Ivan's presence the other night reminded me a lot of Cody. Cody Clem, everybody. Yeah, the way he was interacting with the crowd and talking to us reminded me of Cody, like hardcore. And I don't mean that in a good way.
That's fair.
Yeah.
We don't always have to give compliments.
No. What were we talking about? But yeah, Cody did not respect the fact that he was having the kids do that. He thought that was very not cool, I guess.
Unprofessional.
He's like, that's bullshit. And I'm like,
it's a gesture.
It's a gesture.
I used to run around in the early 2000s going like this.
He's doing the suck it. The suck it gesture made famous by D Generation X of the WWF.
Yeah. What fucking 90s kid did not run around doing that to everyone and everything.
Yeah, you right.
Like a fucking random park squirrel. Suck this dick, squirrel. Fucking grandma, get it.
It's just a gesture. Two, you're at a fucking metal show. This most of the time. I mean, at least back then when we were going to concerts, you probably saw a tit or two.
We saw a tit.
Half a tit with a pasty.
We saw a full tit with pasty.
I only saw side boob.
Yeah, I got full tit.
Cool.
We also had an impromptu fucking pit behind us that just pissed me off.
Yeah, it pissed me off too because it was like, it was the exact people. It was the exact fans of Five Finger Death Punch that I hate.
I have never seen more trashy people concentrated in one place in my entire life until Friday night.
You should have gone to see Korn last year. And I bet it was the same for Rob Zombie and Marilyn Manson like a month ago.
I saw more fucking Juggalo tattoos than I've ever seen in my life.
I only saw the one.
When I went, okay, remember when I told you that I went to go to the bathroom and get Skylar a drink, and I had to dodge like 7 people that I knew? For every one person that I had to dodge in the crowd, I saw at least 3 fucking Juggalo tattoos. And they were either on the face or they were on the neck. I mean,
I didn't see any of those. I
saw one guy with a fucking Hatchet Man tattoo on his cheek.
What an idiot.
What a fucking idiot!
God, you Juggalos, if you listen to this show, first of all, stop. Breathing and listening to this show. I don't want your...
We don't want your business.
I don't want your ears.
We refuse the right to serve... Oh my God. We reserve the right to refuse service to anyone.
But before you stop listening or watching and you're a Juggalo, I want you to know, you fucks are stupid.
We hate you.
You is stupid.
We hate you.
You is stupid. But...
Oops.
You're gonna see some shit at a metal show. You're gonna hear some shit at a metal show.
Right.
If you don't want your...
some guy pretended to fucking play with balls with my beard.
Yeah, I remember that.
It's very uncomfortable.
But if you don't want your child exposed to that, don't fucking take him to a metal show.
Right.
Don't take him to a rock show. Don't take him anywhere where there's a possibility of being exposed to that, because it's gonna happen, and you can't get mad at it. You can't legitimately get mad at something that you know is gonna happen, and you had the opportunity to, quote unquote, protect your child from.
I had some fat sow hanging all over me too in the fucking concession line while I was trying to get a corn dog. I almost got in a fist fight because I pushed some fat bitch off of me, and her Juggalo fucking lackey tried to get in my fucking face. So, trying to get a fucking corn dog. I just want to get a corn dog and get out of this line.
I'm just really happy I didn't see any Juggalos besides the one, and I was like, I looked at Miranda and I was like, I see why they're in the handicap area. Just this, all I saw was this hatchet girl on the back of some chick's neck, and she was sitting down in the handicapped area, and I was like, I see why they're handicapped. Juggalo.
Do you think they're gonna start selling Faygo at fucking Ruhoff Home Mortgage Wireless Center?
Jesus,
Deer Creek?
I hope not. I sincerely hope not.
You made some friends at the show.
Oh yeah, we had some possible swingers.
Try to lay you.
They were putting the moves on us. They never got to actually proposition Miranda and I, but we're fairly certain that's what they were leading up to. Miranda pointed it out after I had thought about it. I'm like, are these guys trying to fuck us? And then Miranda goes, I think they're swingers. I can tell. Because she used to be a swinger.
My swinger sense is tingling.
Yeah, she used to be a swinger. So, like, she's like, I know how they're talking to us. I've been talked to like this before. And I'm like, cause this conversation all happened over text, and she's like, I think they're swingers. I was like, yes, I think they're trying to fuck us. She's like, and I'm like, it's not going to happen. We rode here with Tyler.
Well, I told you that, hey, I mean, I'll fucking come back and get you tomorrow if I need to, I guess. Like, shit.
No. I'm not into that.
You gotta do what you gotta do, man.
I'm not into that. Nope. But we did make friends with him, I guess, because like he just kept the guy just kept talking to me, and this was apparently his second ever concert.
Do you think he wanted your pee-pee in his mouth?
I don't know, probably.
I think he wanted
more
your
than
pee-pee.
likely. But I just kept going back to the music every time he'd start talking to me about something else. I'd be like, oh yeah, but this concert. And he told me his first concert was the Marilyn Manson Rob Zombie show, and he was like, oh yeah, it was fucking awesome. And I was like, oh yeah, well we had Shinedown in Lafayette last year, and and I was
Please
going.
stop talking to me.
I kept going on about. I was like, oh yeah, Five Finger Death Punch. I've seen them like 5 times. They put on a hell of a show. Way different than Breaking Benjamin going on right now. And he just kept trying to talk to me, and I'm just all I want to do is fucking listen to this concert.
Right.
And he just kept talking to me, and I cannot stand people who have conversations while a show's going on. Like you and me, we talked a lot, but it was just comments back and forth about what was currently going on stage.
Right. We were both facing the stage. I would make a comment, and then that comment, you would laugh, I would laugh, the comment would be over.
Yeah.
You would do the same thing, and you wouldn't even turn around. You would just kind of lean back.
Yeah.
I would lean forward. You would say what you said, and then we would go back to focusing on the show. Never once did I make you, like, stop and turn around and, like, have a fucking conversation. Like, I was getting distracted by that guy.
Yeah, it was bad. And Miranda kept talking to him because she's super friendly and she likes to make friends with people, so she just kept talking to him, and I'm like,
I don't fucking like anyone.
concert.
I don't want people to talk to me.
Yeah, I don't either, typically.
We had that one guy that kept burning me with a cigarette.
He tried to make friends with me too, and the last time I talked to him was when he introduced himself, and I said, "Hi, I'm Dick," and that was it. Which apparently that pissed him off. I don't know.
Maybe that's why he was burning me with a cigarette.
I don't know. I can't remember. I had one alcoholic beverage that night. It was sad.
You had 2.
I had 1.
You had a Tecate.
Okay, yeah, the Tecate. I had the Tecate and the Jack Daniel's Down Home Punch.
I bought a really nasty Smirnoff Smash.
And did you hear the people that were walking by saying, "This is the best beer ever"?
No. It was fucking nasty.
It was. It truly was. Like, not exactly the front end of it, but like
the front end tasted good, and then as soon as you swallowed it, it's like...
The back end was so bad.
Oh.
And it was like a Smirnoff fucking... was it a Smirnoff Ice? Like a type of Smirnoff Ice? Or
No, it's this new...
It was some blend of 2 flavors.
It was strawberry and lemon.
It was fucking bad.
I thought it would be delicious. And it was not.
Should have just went with a Jack Daniels.
I ate more popcorn than I ate last time, though.
I know, I'm happy
I ate
for
almost
you.
an entire bag. And I ate a corn dog.
And a corn dog.
And I wasn't upset. You know how much those 2 drinks that I bought Skylar and I cost? $32.50.
Ours cost $28, but it's because I bought 2 koozies with them. That was dumb.
That was dumb.
I wanted my beer to stay cold.
Drink it faster.
I did. I still drank them pretty fast. Whatever. Yeah, Five Finger Death Punch. They played a lot of shitty songs at first. I was like, they're just getting the really crappy stuff out of the way. They'll play better stuff. They kind of played some better stuff.
I would have really liked to hear Far From Home.
I would have liked to hear anything more off of War is the Answer. They didn't play much. They played a lot. They didn't even play a whole lot of newer stuff.
Mm-mm.
They played too much off of Got Your Six. They played too much off of American Capitalist.
Yep. My 2 least favorite albums.
Yes. Ugh. They played one. They played, not counting The Bleeding, they played 1 song off of Way of the Fist, and it's a bonus track.
Mm-hmm.
So
I was impressed that they actually played The Bleeding.
I knew they were going to play The Bleeding. They always end the set on The Bleeding.
I've never been to a
I
Five
know.
Finger Death Punch show.
I know.
So I figured it was going to be all fucking Got Your Six. That's what I figured it was going to be. I thought it was going to be all Got Your Six, their cover songs, and like fucking 1 song from Wrong Side of Heaven.
I really hate the fact that they rely so much on their cover songs.
I like it.
I mean, they're good songs.
Because their covers are so good.
They are good covers. I don't care what you say about Bad Company. That's a good cover. House of the Rising Sun, that actually made me give a shit about that song. I still don't like it that much in terms of all their covers, but Gone Away, that's a great cover. I love that cover of Gone Away. But they rely too heavily on their covers as singles and for set list items. I would have much rather heard fucking Burn It Down or Bulletproof than Bad Company. I would have much rather heard fucking.
We did hear Burn It Down.
No, we heard Burn Motherfucker.
Oh yeah, you're right.
From that, and that was the only song off of Wrong Side of Heaven besides the little tiny bit of Wrong Side of Heaven that they played.
Right.
Which I would have loved to heard. I guess Lift Me Up.
Yeah.
I would have loved to heard more.
I fucking hate you.
Prophecy.
Stop talking, please.
But yeah, they played The Bleeding, and that was just absolutely excellent. That's one of my favorite concert moments anytime I hear it, because it's my favorite Five Finger Death Punch song, besides The Tragic Truth.
That's a good one.
Which is a bonus song off American Capitalist. You can only get it off of iTunes, I think. Wonderful song. I've always wanted to cover it. But yeah, The Bleeding. That was one of my favorite moments from my very first concert. That was my first time crowd surfing, was during Five Finger Death Punch too.
Cool.
Against my will.
That's fair.
Literally every time I've crowd surfed, it's been against my will.
How many times did you have your dick grabbed?
None.
Damn.
I've kicked a few people in the face on accident, though.
Are you sure it was on accident?
Yes.
All right.
I had no intention of maiming anybody.
I would have kicked everyone in the face on purpose. Exactly like that. Like I was really prepping myself for that fucking pit to somebody to bump into the back of me so I could elbow him right in the fucking mouth.
Oh my god, that pit was stupid. And it was literally, like as I said earlier, it was literally made up of all the fucking Affliction tap out wearing
Pseudo-juggalo people.
Pseudo fucking the fucking brocore, the brocore's core.
Please stop.
The douchebags, like the fucking douchebags that go to fucking UFC fight nights at Hooters or B-Dubs.
Yeah, I used to do that.
I did too, but I didn't wear a tap out shirt or a fucking Affliction shirt. No, instead I started wearing my douchebag shirt, which was made by Chris Cale of Five Finger Death Punch. It's literally a shirt that says douchebag in the tap out font. And below it says more than just a shirt, douchebag. I had a bunch of those stickers too. I wish I still had the douchebag stickers. I could probably order some.
Order them.
I might. I love those things.
Bring them to the concert. We'll start handing them out.
I've been very happy since Chris Cale joined Five Finger Death Punch, because he's been kind of like an extension of the band. Like he himself is his own wing of the band in terms of fan interaction and stuff, because he has his own like fan club and all that shit. He's just the bass player. And he's a bass player that's not been in any other band. He was literally like a bartender at the Hard Rock Cafe in Vegas.
He's just a regular gay.
He's just a regular gay from Kentucky. But he's a badass. He used to fucking wish me a happy birthday every year for like 3 years. And then one year, I think it was my first year at Subaru, first or second year at Subaru, he didn't wish me a happy birthday. And I posted on his wall. I was like, bro, are you mad? He's like, no, man, why would I be mad? I'm like, you didn't wish me a happy birthday. He's like, oh, man, I'm on tour, man. I don't always have access to internet. I'm like, that's fair. Sad face.
Balls.
I'm pretty sure I fell asleep on the way home. I can't remember.
You did.
I did. I tried to stay up and, talk to you, and
But you didn't talk to me at all.
the conversation died, and I was like, oh.
It never started.
I was talking here and there.
I don't remember.
Yeah, you don't remember. Fuck off.
You fuck off. You went to sleep.
Yeah, because the conversation kept dying, so I was like, fuck this. Let's sleep. So we just watched the Predator, the final Predator trailer.
What was your thoughts?
Makes me want to see it even less.
What?
Nothing about that trailer seemed cool to me at all.
It looked cooler than the last one.
All the science stuff, like where they're in like the fucking labs and shit, that looked cool. I'm hoping to maybe get some more like Predator background.
I'm excited to see it.
However, all the whatever that Predator, the bigger Predator,
The giant
was,
Predator.
I was not a fan of any of that. It looked all CGI.
Because it is.
It didn't look good.
Because it doesn't.
And you like that?
Yeah, I want to see it. I want to see the regular Predator fuck this thing up.
I don't.
Well, we're going to, so...
I know we are.
I mean...
I don't want to see this movie.
Well, we're going to, so fucking get over it. Now, what are you going to do when we leave the fucking theater and you're like, man, that was actually pretty good?
Well, my expectations are so fucking low that the only way to go is up. So, and I typically like any movie I see, so it's already got a good chance.
I think it's gonna be better than mediocre.
Okay.
Personally,
All right. That's all we can hope for.
I think it'll be a better movie than Pacific Rim Uprising.
I don't know about that.
Why?
I don't see it happening.
How? Shitty CGI? You're gonna point that out in the Predator and not talk about it in fucking Pacific Rim?
Pacific Rim didn't have shitty CGI.
The CGI was
No.
fucking cartoony, Blaine.
No,
Come on.
it was not. Okay, the robots, yeah, but the kaiju, no.
The fucking robots are CGI, Blaine.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That
You
was
can't critique part of the CGI and not critique all of the CGI.
Okay, so that, as I was saying, the CGI for the robots, cartoony. It was a little shitty. The kaiju, however, very well done. That was clearly where most of the budget was.
I fucking hate you sometimes. It's gonna be a decent movie. It's gonna keep us moving forward in the fucking Predator franchise. Would you rather the last thing that happened in the Predator franchise be Predators? No. Because you know how we tied up all the loose ends of that story? We had a fucking a motion comic that nobody knew about that also ended in a cliffhanger.
Wow. I've never seen that. Is it on YouTube? Can I watch that on YouTube?
I don't know if it's on YouTube. You might just have to look it up.
I'll have to look that up.
But it's the final two surviving characters fucking surviving another wave of hunts. And they kill a predator and he takes all their gear. I don't remember.
Adrian Brody does?
Yeah, I don't remember his character's name.
I don't either.
But he takes all their gear and then becomes a fucking badass.
I remember one of my favorite things from that movie is Topher Grace talking to Danny Trejo. He's like, yeah, I gotta pee. I gotta piss. Can I? And he's like, yeah, I do too, but I don't piss. I unleash. Fucking Danny Trejo.
Yeah.
And it had what I always forget his fucking name. Og. The fucking crazy guy. The inmate.
I thought it was fucking like Goggins.
Goggins. I can't remember his first name now.
I don't remember.
That guy that I really want to play Cletus Cassidy, but I don't think he's going to play Cletus Cassidy now that he's been in Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yeah, but he could also play Cletus Cassidy. They just changed his name. So he's not Cletus Cassidy anymore. Cletus Cassidy doesn't have to be Carnage. Carnage just has to be Carnage.
Yeah, you're right. I'm more stoked for Venom than I am Predators.
Well, duh.
Or the Predator.
Duh. I want to show you this. because I'm gonna buy the sweatshirt, and I think you're gonna be super jelly. So keep talking.
What am I talking about? Man, this is a really laid back episode, guys. We really came in pretty unprepared. We were pretty much just prepared to talk about the concert, and then we did that. Yeah, some dead space here. Because he decided he needs to show me something. And he's leaving it all on me, the guy who rare. Oh, yeah, I saw that, and it's badass.
I'm getting it.
That Venom hoodie is badass.
I'm ordering it on Friday.
Nice.
Because I have to have it. I really want to get so we're gonna transition because this is a good segue. We're gonna talk about tattoos a little bit today
Go for it.
because I'm starting my fucking college experience again as an adult on Tuesday, which is tomorrow, and then over the next couple of months, I'm going to finally start my sleeves, I believe. And I had an idea for a sleeve, but I also think it's a dumb idea at the same time. But it's the fucking symbiote goo. Fucking all webbed up one of my arms. But it's basically just one of the black tattoos. And I normally think that those are pretty dumb. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Where someone just tattoos their entire arm black. Like, that's dumb.
But you'd have to get the white for the symbiote, or...
Well, I'll while we're discussing it, I'll pull up like a example.
Okay. Like I've
because I only know of one person that has done this all the way.
I have a pretty good idea of what you're trying to put out there, but I might need some visual help, a visual aid.
Yeah, I'll get there. So this one, and I don't know if I'll be able to find this. Oh, yeah, I found it. So this is just basically his hand and his forearm, but like that.
Okay.
So this guy did it all the way to the tips of his fingers. Can you imagine how fucking... I watched a video of him getting it finished, where they finished the tips of his fingers, and this guy was in so much pain, he was like crying. Can you imagine? Like, I have... Like, the tips of my fingers are extremely sensitive, so if I fucking bumped the side of that dresser with my finger right now, I would probably almost piss my pants. I know for a fact I can't do... There's no fucking needles going anywhere near the tips of my fingers. But, I talk about the Hulk a lot because he's my favorite hero.
Yeah.
The Venom is my favorite fucking character ever. Like, he's just a fucking badass. So, I thought that would be cool. But now the conversation died because you're just,
I dig it.
You're just staring at me.
No, I
not
dig it. I'm
saying
just tired.
anything.
We're both tired, man. We're both so tired. I need to order my costume soon.
Costume.
Yeah, for Halloween. That's neato.
Do you think it would be dumb?
I don't think it'd look great on you.
Thank you. That's basically what I was getting at.
Yeah, I like your other idea a lot. Your Valkyrie idea.
Oh yeah, I'm getting that for sure.
I don't think I'm really feeling this idea on you. Really on anybody. I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad idea. I'm just saying don't get it.
All right.
For anybody.
That's fair.
I mean, it's one of those things that I don't like, and so I don't know. Like, if it were me, I would think it's a stupid idea till I got it and be like, oh yeah, this is badass actually. But until that happens, I'm like, I don't like it.
No, I get it.
Yeah, I figured knowing the internet and ordering things off the internet, it can sometimes take up to a month to, get the shit that you want when not ordering for Amazon or something.
Right.
So I figured I need to get on ordering my costume, which I'm going to be going as Quail Man.
Why don't you just make it?
Because when it comes to me making my costumes or my ideas...
You literally just need a green sweater, some whitey tidies, a belt. That's literally all you need.
I'd rather just order it.
Okay. That's fair.
Gotta go all out, man. I mean, if I can find the actual like individual items, that'd be awesome. And I would do it that way. But, yeah, I might still try to do it that way, but I don't know. Me doing things on my own tends to end up being me doing things literally the night before I need them. Mm-hmm. So much like Heritage Hogan,
Right.
For LaFiCon this year. I did that all like literally the last 2 days before LaFiCon.
Right. That's that 30%.
Yeah.
Through.
Harley Quinn. I think I did a lot. I put a lot of effort into Harley Quinn. Luckily, I had 2 nights in a row doing it. So the first night, I literally wore the costume that I ordered, and it was okay. Second night, I went. I had a different shirt minus the jacket. I actually got like the Harley Quinn shirt. So the jacket had the shirt, but it was like built into the jacket. And it was stupid.
Daddy's Little Monster.
Yeah, and it was stupid. But I kept the booty shorts from that. And then the next night I went out and bought. I went to Spencer's, bought the shirt. It was either Spencer's or it was Hot Topic, and I bought the shirt in the smallest size that they had.
It's medium.
Oh, it was small.
It was a micro shirt.
It was a micro
You actually
shirt.
bought it at Baby Gap.
I might as well have. So I start putting that on at home, and I start hearing it rip. I'm like, oh no. So I went back and got an actual medium, which was still pretty tight on me, I might add.
Tweet like a toiga.
And then I had my girlfriend at the time do my makeup, and so that time I actually had makeup. The night before I didn't. So we really went all out for that Harley Quinn, and it was very successful. People talked about it for moons to come. Many moons later. What are you doing for Halloween? Like, what do you have any ideas?
I have no idea.
Have you ever? You're not typically a person that does stuff, are you?
No, I'm a person that wants to do stuff. I think Skylar and I are going to go as Red and Kitty Foreman.
Nice.
Because
Are you gonna shave your head?
no, I'll probably get a skull cap
Damn.
because I don't want to shave my head. And Red's not entirely bald.
No, he's got that.
He's balding.
Yeah, he's got the no. He's balded.
I don't want to shave my head. But Red and Kitty Foreman are like, that's Skylar and I's dynamic.
Oh, for sure.
Like Kitty walks into the kitchen. Do you think I'm pretty? Red looks up from his newspaper. So that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna fight. Like, seriously, you've known me for a little over a year at this point. Has there ever been a time that you've been involved in a conversation with me and I have not looked at someone with pure and utter disdain and shame and disappointment and said, dumbass?
Yeah, you at least said it in your head.
Yes.
And I saw it happen.
Yeah.
It's like I see this little twitch right here, and
Yeah.
that little twitch is literally the dumbass.
Yep.
I saw a meme the other day, and it's one of those name a more iconic trio, and it had like the Kardashians or some shit, and it's like, please, Red Foreman, his foot in your ass.
Yes. Yes.
I'm like,
I'm going to put my foot in your ass.
I remember the very last episode of that '70s show. They
God,
had
it's so sad.
They had a dumbass compilation and my foot in your ass compilation, and both of them were like 3 or 4 minutes long.
What a fuck. Okay, I'm glad that you brought this up because this is actually something good that we can talk about before we end the show.
Yeah.
How fucking disappointed were you when that show ended? Okay, let's rewind a little bit. Did you watch the show as it was airing?
Basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Were you really disappointed when Topher Grace left the show?
I didn't even really know he left because I missed that episode.
Okay.
Or those episodes.
When he went to the Peace Corps.
Yeah. All I remember is coming in like a couple episodes into the final season, not even knowing it was the final season, and there was some other guy that wasn't Eric.
That wasn't Eric.
And he was really lame.
Yep.
He was super lame.
He was like Kelso and Eric combined, because Kelso was gone too.
Yeah?
You know, Kelso was doing the cop thing after he had the kid. So it was just Hyde and Jackie, Fez,
Hyde's sister.
Hyde's sister, which was also incredibly lame. Donna.
I kind of liked her.
Jim Gaffigan.
Jim Gaffigan, yes. Leo and...
Well, Leo left towards the end of the show, too.
Oh. I don't know. It's been a while. I guess...
A lot of the original cast was gone. I mean, because you have to remember, spoiler alert fans, for anybody that likes that 70s show and hasn't finished it, you're pathetic.
It's on Netflix.
It's on Netflix.
It's been on Netflix for years.
Yeah.
They won't get rid of it.
Fez ends up with Jackie.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But okay, so that to me was okay, this makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they've lived together. You know, Fez has always been after Jackie. Jackie's finally realizing that Fez, foreign exchange student, you know, Fez.
Yeah.
I was today years old when I figured that out.
I like those memes.
I do too.
They're really a revelation.
And they infuriate me at the same time.
I know, because you literally are like, holy shit. This is so true. I did not know this.
All those years,
Yeah.
and they never knew what fucking Fez's name was. They heard it, but they didn't remember it because they didn't care because he was Fez. But yeah, Fez ends up with Jackie. Fucking Kelso comes back for just that final episode to jump off the fucking water tower like an idiot.
Classic.
Classic. I mean,
Classic Kelso.
right. Donna doesn't end up with anybody, right?
No, she ends up with Eric.
Are they official though?
Yeah, now that's the thing. I don't know.
I thought they just kind of see, that was
literally-
one of the cliffhanger.
The very last thing is Eric shows up, and like she goes outside to, you know,
Sit on the car.
sit on the car and get away from everybody, and then he just waltzes on up. You know.
Hey, show's over. Fuck! Why?
I feel like there was more to it than that, but
But that's basically what it was.
I did actually watch that series end. Fuck. I watched that series premiere. There's two shows that I've done that with, That 70s Show and How I Met Your Mother.
I did not do that with How I Met Your Mother, but I did that with That 70s Show and Scrubs.
Technically, I did that with That 80s Show too.
I'm really upset that didn't take on.
It could have been better.
Right, it could have been a lot better, but...
I mean, don't get me wrong, I was in like second grade when that show happened.
That 80s show?
All season and a half of it, yeah.
No, we were older than that.
No, I was either in second or third grade.
Pull it up. Let's see when it premiered.
Because That 70s Show premiered in 98.
Okay. That 70s Show premiered in 98. I was 7 years old, which I was in second grade.
I was in first grade.
In 98?
Yep.
You're older than me. How was I a grade ahead of you?
97, 98 was my first grade year.
98 was my second grade year.
98 to 99 was my second grade year.
So how are we in the same grade, but you graduated a year ahead of me?
2002.
Okay.
So I would have been in sixth grade. Fifth and sixth grade.
Okay, I misunderstood you. I thought you said That 80s Show premiered when you were in second grade.
No, I thought I was wrong.
Okay.
You heard right, and I was wrong.
I got really confused here.
I was wrong, but it only lasted.
I remember, like, click on one of the Wikipedia images. Just any of those. Yeah, I don't even remember.
Holy shit! Is that fucking McElhenney from? Oh, I'm popping this over. That's from Always Sunny?
Yes.
Holy shit!
I don't even remember any of these cast members at all.
I don't either.
I mean, I remember what's her name down there at the bottom, the blonde one.
Like I remember this chick, whoever
That's,
she is.
Shannon Elizabeth, isn't it?
Ah, no. Let's look up the cast now.
And I feel really dumb.
Cast, Glenn Howerton, Tinsley Grime, Kyler Lee, Eddie Shin, Brittany Daniel, Margaret Smith, Jeff Pearson, and Josh Bratton. Yeah, I don't know any of these people.
That
Yeah.
fucking.
Yeah, I don't know any of these people.
This is making me feel really dumb. I don't like this. But I was really disappointed that this show wasn't better because, I mean, when I finished that 70s show for like the third time, I was like, man, it'd be really cool to go forward with something. Are you going to play the fucking intro of the show?
No.
Do it. Do it.
Do you want to play the full Cheap Trick version?
No.
Or?
No, the 80s show one.
Oh, the 80s show?
Yeah, because we're making fun of that one.
Oh shit! It's an intro or it's a suggestion.
That's the pilot episode.
Cool.
Topher Grace sad face. Oh,
Yes.
man, but I just miss good fucking shows.
Oh, fucking Topher Grace.
I like that image of that T-Rex eating something.
I know, right? It's a packy. Oh my god. MH World Shots. It came up as a suggested video after this. I love Monster Hunter World Shots.
Yeah,
It's
I'm a
little,
big fan.
They recently did the Behemoth series. Did you watch those?
Yeah. Once you sent me the first one, I've kept up on all of them.
Same.
Because they're too good not to watch.
I absolutely love the. He's like, you can't just have these assholes with long swords just going in. I need healing. It's like four long swords guys, and they're like, I need healing. And then you have like the one guy with the Wiggler hat, and he's just like, and he's like trying to fucking like maneuver everybody. It's like, you tank, you do this. It's just. I fucking love that video. Did we ever watch that on this show?
I don't think so. Which one? The original Wiggler one or the new one?
The original Wiggler.
No, we have not.
I'm just gonna fucking look through my subscriptions, but
Just type in MH World, and then it should auto pull it up there.
oh, it was over here in my thing. Damn it! H World.
Right there, it's at the top. It was the first
Yeah,
thing.
I see it now. Okay. I wonder if it's the Devil Joe one or Scout Flies. And see, I actually had it over here already. Oh, this is gonna be a bitch to find.
It's a Scoutflies one, isn't it?
I don't think so.
I thought it was the Scoutflies one.
Demo nutshell.
They should have a playlist.
Bad Dragonator. It might be the Devil Joe one.
Click on their playlist.
Major World Shots. These guys are so fucking funny, though. Are you no? 'Cause I think it's the Devil Joe one.
Okay. Well, we'll play it, and we'll see. No, because this is old and new Devil Joe, and the Wiggler head came out before Devil Joe. All right,
All right, we'll go to the Scout Flies one and see what happens. No, this isn't the Scoutflies one. Ah. I need to find this. Demo in a nutshell. All right, 49.
Just search Wiggler head.
Maybe it's this one.
We'll try it.
Yep, it is. I know what quest that is.
Shit. Oh, we'll finish it. You might as well just finish it.
I need healing.
Shit. Yeah, good shit. I love that. Because, like, when the Wiggler head came out, you were, like, so against it.
Yeah, I have it, but I'll never ever wear it.
I haven't worn it. And when the very first time I started, I found out I could augment my my armor pieces. I augmented that and immediately started using, like, all my armor spheres on different things that I didn't really even use. And then I ran out and before I could use the armor spheres on shit that I needed. So luckily I didn't get the Wiggler upgraded all the way before I realized that. So I stopped. Yeah, that Wiggler hat, it's great.
I need healing.
I need healing.
Oh, shit.
Might as well. I still haven't beaten the behemoth yet.
I haven't even had a chance.
Audio listeners, I'm so sorry.
A few moments later.
Do your flash duty, Wiggler man. Okay, that's enough. We can't do this to our
Yeah, we
audio
can't
listeners.
sit there for 10 plus minutes.
No.
Oh, man. Damn, we're due.
I need healing.
Do your thing, Wiggler man.
If you guys are fans of Monster Hunter, definitely check out MH World Shots. It's a little animated series that some YouTube, I can't remember the channel right now,
It's
but
like NPC production.
NCH, I think. NCH Productions, yeah. It's basically a tutorial series that also completely makes fun of everything.
Yeah, it's hilarious. It's great shit.
Just the animations, and the sad thing is, so much of it's true.
All of it.
So much of it's true, because I've seen nearly all of these things happen on my own hunts. Is that it?
I think we're done.
I think we're done. You got yourself a cookout to go to?
I gotta go to a cookout.
All right, well, let's start plugging, shall we?
Plug away, my man.
So, this is episode 53. Here in about 2 more episodes, 2 more weeks, we will be moving to our own feed, which we have already set up. If you want, you can already go ahead and subscribe to Podcastrophe on Podbean or YouTube. Just look up Podcastrophe. Both will show up. I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's... Let me look for YouTube first.
It's Podcastrophe.
Okay. Yep. It's just Podcastrophe Podcast on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
You'll see our logo. You'll see, same with Podbean. You'll see it. So go ahead, and subscribe to either channel, YouTube or Podbean, and you will start getting some content, not anything new. Nothing new until episode 55 in terms of the Podbean. Hopefully by then we'll have iTunes and Spotify figured out and all the other platforms. iTunes and Spotify are going to be the ones we focus on other than Podbean currently. Yeah, we're moving to our own feed, guys. Remember that. We need you. We need you now more than ever.
Did we figure out how to also stream to Twitch?
Yeah, we messed around with this thing called Joycaster, and basically it allows us to stream to multiple sources. However, when I went to stream to Facebook, it said, nope, you have to have a custom URL for this, and that costs $25 a month. So as advertised, you can stream to Facebook. You can have up to 3 streams at once. However, I guess Facebook, what they don't tell you is Facebook requires the monthly subscription, which they don't tell you that at all. They actually advertise that Facebook is one of those things you can stream to.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not cool, but we'll see what happens.
Yes.
Yeah, we're just look out. We're gonna be on our own feed. As again, I'm gonna keep repeating it until we're on our own feed, and even then, I'm probably still gonna keep repeating it. We're gonna have all kinds of extra content. Hopefully, we're gonna start getting more stuff to you. Until then, you can catch us on the Journey into Comics network every Thursday on Podbean, Google Play, Stitcher Radio, Spotify, iTunes, and more. If you subscribe to Journey into Comics Network, you get our show plus like a bunch of other shows like Journey into Comics, Foodies Watching Movies, Voice of Survival, Kids for Sale, Adulting Ain't Easy, Brews with Dudes, Gallif Radio, and much, much more.
Poor entertainment,
poor news, Journey into Wrestling, and of course the best show of the week, where you get all the shows, like highlights from that week's episodes. And yeah,
and check us out on Facebook every Tuesday in between 5:30 and 6.
Roughly.
Sometimes before, sometimes after,
And sometimes on Labor Day.
sometimes on Labor Day. You just don't know.
Nope.
It's like a mystery bag of giggles.
If that is all, that is all.
I'm tired.
I'm Dick.
I'm tired.
All right. Please make every day a big dick day. Bye, guys.
Later.